7 shirt has become synonymous with Manchester United over the decades, with club legends including Johnny Berry, George Best, Steve Coppell and Brian Robson all bearing the iconic integer during their time at Old Trafford. And after the introduction of squad numbers and name shirts in 1993, it took on an even greater significance, with fans all over the world wearing the shirts of some of the world's most famous players. This is a look at the Super 7 Manchester United number 7s since 1993. At number 7 is an Ecuadorian who has carved out incredibly successful personal campaigns either side of the solitary season he spent with the number 7 on his back. Antonio Valencia joined Manchester United from Wigan Athletic in 2009, being handed the number 25 shirt and making an immediate impact, as he was named man of the match in the 2010 League Cup final and was also named in that season's PFA Team of the Year, before playing a key role in the club's league triumph the following season. After being awarded the Summit Busby Player of the Year, the Manchester United Players Player of the Year and the Manchester United Goal of the Season after an awe-inspiring 2011-12 season, Valencia was handed the iconic jersey by Sir Alex Ferguson for the following season. But the pressure of having such a legendary number on the back of his shirt clearly got to him, as he put in a series of utterly dire performances enduring his worst season in the United shirt to date. He reverted back to the number 25 shirt for the 2013-14 season, and his form seems to have picked up since. At number 6 is Memphis Depay, who showed so much promise before arriving in Manchester, having won the Eredivisie in 2015 as well as being the league's top scorer. After requesting the number 7 shirt, recently vacated by Angel Di Maria, the Dutchman clearly felt he was on the road to becoming a club legend, and looked set to justify his self-belief, as he put in some exceptional early performances, particularly in Europe, where he was labelled United's danger man. But it didn't take long for his form to take a serious dip, with then assistant manager Ryan Giggs citing the winger's flashy lifestyle as the cause behind it. He ended the season with only 2 league goals in 29 appearances, and, despite an inspired performance in the Europa League against Midtjylland, failed to really see light of day again in the United shirt. The 2016-17 season saw him make only 4 substitute appearances in the league, totalling just 20 minutes of playing time. After a couple of cameo appearances in the EFL Cup and Europa League, new boss Jose Mourinho sold Memphis to Lyon in January 2017. At number 5 is an Argentinian whose performances for United were only marginally better than his successors. The Red Devils smashed the British transfer record to bring the 2014 Champions League final man of the match Angel Di Maria to Old Trafford, and, much like Depay, his early form suggested that he was more than worthy of the number 7 shirt, having scored a couple of stunning strikes, including the Premier League goal of the season against Leicester City. A hamstring injury kept Di Maria out of action for 5 weeks, but struggled to replicate the form he had previously shown, and this culminated in the sending off he received in the FA Cup 6th round defeat to Arsenal, where he was sent off for 2 bookable offences, diving and grabbing the referee's shirt. After managing just 4 goals in all competitions, he was sold on to Paris Saint-Germain just a year after arriving. At number 4 is an Englishman that very few would have expected to see in such a list when he was donning the red of Liverpool. Michael Owen was signed on a pay-as-you-play deal in 2009, taking over the number 7 shirt from Cristiano Ronaldo. Despite his limited appearances in a United shirt, Owen wrote himself in United history when he scored the winning goal in the 6th minute of stoppage time in the 153rd Manchester derby, a match dubbed by Sir Alex Ferguson as the greatest derby of all time, and voted as the best Premier League match ever at the Premier League 20 Seasons Awards. 3 months later, he bagged his first United hat-trick in a Champions League tie against Wolfsburg, and also scored the first of United's 2 goals in that season's triumphant League Cup final. Despite injuries depriving him from a regular place in the first team for the next 2 years, he managed enough appearances to earn himself his first and only Premier League medal in 2011. In the bronze medal position is a man who probably knows what it means to wear the number 7 shirt more than anyone else, having worn it for both club and country. Boyhood United fan David Beckham spent the first 5 years at Old Trafford with 24 and then 10 on his back, before inheriting the Sacred Seven from newly retired Eric Cantona. Becks was one of the club's standout players during the 1998-99 treble-winning season, scoring crucial and stunning equalisers in both the FA Cup semi-final replay against Arsenal and the final game of the Premier League season against Spurs, with United eventually going on to win both, before taking both the corners which provided the Red Devils with their remarkable Champions League final comeback against Bayern Munich. He ended the season as the runner-up for the Ballon d'Or and FIFA World Player of the Year, and would go on to play a crucial part during the next 2 seasons, as United won 3 league titles in a row. After winning the Premier League for the 6th time in 2003, one bust-up too many with Sir Alex led to Beckham's departure to Real Madrid. Second place goes to arguably the most talented player to ever play for Manchester United. An 18-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo arrived in Manchester with the number 7 shirt and David Beckham's legacy weighing heavily on his shoulders. But the Portuguese thrived under the pressure of the shirt, with his performances improving significantly with every season that he spent at the club, the first of which saw him produce the most exciting debut George Best had ever seen, and score the first of United's 3 goals in the 2004 FA Cup final. The 2007-8 season saw him win the Premier League Golden Boot and European Golden Shoe with 31 league goals, and break the club record for most goals scored by a midfielder in a single season, alongside their Premier League and Champions League double, even scoring in the final in Moscow. He ended the season as United's first Ballon d'Or recipient since Best 40 years previously, and also became the first ever Premier League player to be named the FIFA World Player of the Year. Although he won the Premier League for a 3rd consecutive time in 2009, Real Madrid came calling that summer, and Ronaldo eventually made his move for a then world record fee, signalling the end of an incredible 6 years at Old Trafford. But there can only be one winner. Eric Cantona had it all. The charisma, the arrogance, the wit, and most importantly the talent to back it up. Becoming synonymous with his upturned collar, King Eric was the driving force behind each of the 4 title-winning campaigns United enjoyed during his 5 seasons at the club, with the only titleless season during that period being the one in which he was banned for 8 months after his kung fu kick on Crystal Palace fan Matthew Simmons. Following his hilariously infamous Seagulls mini speech after the incident, Cantona nearly quit United, but reversed his decision as the club secured the first ever double-double, with the Frenchman scoring the 86-minute winner against Liverpool in the FA Cup final. His final season saw him named as club captain as United picked up yet another league title, before King Eric hung up his crown for good, prematurely retiring at the age of just 30, but eternally going down as a United legend. This has been Josh for In the Dugout, your home of the beautiful game. Thank you for watching, and let us know in the comments if you've got an opinion on our choices for the Super 7 Manchester United number 7s. Like, follow and subscribe for more content from In the Dugout, your home of the beautiful game.